Hello everyone, it's Gigi and welcome to my Saturday morning makes with Jill Norwood. This is episode number 16 and I welcome everybody to my channel. Let me start with everything that I used and then I'll share what I made with you guys. So for my first card, I used this Artiste trim and it is called Ivory Gold. I think it's so pretty. Look at that. Okay, so I used that. I also used some of this trim right here, the one in the middle. Isn't that gorgeous? So I used that one right there. I used some diamond stickles. I used a bird cage from Bo Bunny. And the one I use is, I believe this one right here. No. Yes. Let me see. I think. You know what? No, it's not. Oh, goodness. Let me show you which one. It moved on me. It jumped overboard, guys. This one right here is the one I used, right here. Aren't these cute though? I love wood embellishments. Okay, I also used walnuts, no, not on that one. Okay, let me get myself organized. I thought I was organized, apparently not. Here it is. I used walnut stain on this one. Distress oxide. I used some Prima flowers and I used a blue one. That is beautiful. Oh, I just love Prima flowers. And then I used some of these Prima flowers. More beautiful flowers. And I stickled them up so they're even more beautiful. I used some of these little birdie handmade butterflies in cream and gold. I used some fastener dots or adhesive dots. I used this Heartfelt Creations decorative oval die and it looks like this. Isn't that beautiful? I really love it. It was a new one. I also used this Gemini Nested Dies Torn Edges die. Let's see what else. I used this Prima paper here called Madeline Collection. And this one is from, let's see, what year is this from? It is old. It's from 2011. Let me just flip through it for you real quick. It is so pretty. I have some really old Prima papers that I'm trying to use because I have them and I want to use them because they're so pretty. Okay. So I used some paper from there. And then I used the Magnolia stamp called Tilda of Sweden. And that's what she looks like. And I believe that's everything I used. And I used an envelope. And I made another envelope card. And let me show you what I did. And I used Copic colors for coloring. And this is how she turned out. What do y'all think? Oh, I also used, let me show you this. I love using these Pebbles chalk, classic chalks for their blush. I really do like doing that. So that's one other thing I used. But I stickled up the flowers and gave them that added texture. But I think she came out so darling. What do y'all think? And then on the back, I just, I gave it some distress ink, and then I gave it a fastener, so you can put your little note on the inside. I had such fun doing this one. So that was my card number 1. So for my second card, I used the Pebbles Classic Chalks again. This time I used the Vintage Photo Distress ink. I used quite a few dies on this one. So let me share those. So I used these Frameless by Stephanie Bernard, and they are called Scallop Circles. And you get 7 dies in this one. Okay. And then I love these ones. I got these ones from Elegant Embellishments when she was doing a D-stash on her dies. And these are like my go-to dies. I absolutely love these things. I don't know who made them or where they came from, but I just love these dies. So I use these. I also used these lacy borders from Lawn Fawn. And I used this scalloped one right here. And then I used this Bo Bunny die, and I used this one right here, the circle one with the hearts. It looks like a little doily. And then from Diamond Dies, I used this Nature's Flourish when I was on one of their design teams a long time ago. Isn't that beautiful? And that's all the dies I used. And then I used the Mini Cloud Edges stencil set from My Favorite Things. You know what? I forgot to pull in ink. I used, let's see if I can grab it for you guys. I also used Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide. Sorry about that, guys. And I used some of these rhinestones from Recollections. I also used some pearls from Stampin' Up, but I could not find them. I've looked everywhere, and I do have no idea where I put them. I use this Stamperia Letters and Flowers paper pad, and it is so pretty, guys. I'll just flip through it really quickly so you get the gist of it, but it is so pretty. It's double-sided. Very, very, very pretty paper. And the papers I used. Okay. And then I used some of the paper from this Rose Garden First Edition paper pad. And I used this sheet right here. Well, this back sheet. And is it that sheet? No. I used this sheet. This sheet right here. This one with the pink back and the green front. Okay. Very beautiful paper. I also use some diamond stickles, so I used that again. And I think that's everything, guys. Yeah. And I used an envelope, except I used it differently this time. And I got my inspiration for the envelope card from Pinterest. I don't have this stamp. It was actually stamped out for me, so I don't have that to share, but I put little pearls on her shoes and in her hair. And in the center of the flower, I used gemstones in the center of this, and on the opposite side, I used the flourish on each side. I colored her up. I used the stencil for the clouds. I made this where there's a pull tab so you can pull this out to write on, and on the flip side it looks like this, and you just slide it back in so you can do your note on there. And I also did the back of the card also, and I think it just turned out darling. So I hope you can get, and I Copic colored her, and I did the little grass, but isn't she darling? So those are the 2 cards I made for this week. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed making them. And I thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Bye-bye.